Well, hello guys. So in this video, I'm going to show you something that I found at Salvation Army. It's this VCR here, and this is not an ordinary VCR, and actually it's not a recorder. It plays tapes only, and this VCR is special because it was designed for transferring VHS tapes to the computer, and so that's pretty special. A VHS player that transfers tapes to the computer. See, you can plug it to the computer with a USB port here, and so that's pretty special. And it's a video conversion system, it says it here, and it is called VCR to PC. That's the name of the product. And it was created by the company Ion. See here, this is the name of the company, and I already knew what this is, but I did not expect to find one at a thrift store. I found it at Salvation Army and it was $5, so I decided to give it a try and see how well it would work. And so I have already tried it, and I managed to somehow make it work on my computer, but it's like not perfectly functioning. Like I'm having some troubles with the video files that the software creates. But I managed to capture video, but just like I'm having troubles making it work like it should be working. And I will make just a second part to this video, like explaining the trouble that I'm having, and hoping that someone can help me with it. But at the moment, I'm going to review the unit itself. So on the front, you've got the VCR functions, the normal VCR functions, but you've got a USB port, so this is kind of unusual to see. Like looking at it, it kind of looks like a mix between an old VCR and like a modern computer device, and well, that's basically what it is, because it's a VCR and a device that you connect to the computer. And so you also have video input, so it can convert to the computer like from a video AV input, so not only from the VHS tape. So you can plug, for example, you can plug what you want in this. So for example, a VHS-C or Hi8 camcorder or your game console, you can do that. And so if we turn it on, you see it lights on. There you've got a power button that lights on. And if we insert the tape, it works just like a normal VCR. It automatically goes on play mode, and the buttons light up, so this is pretty cool. You can see this is pretty nice. You've got buttons that light up, and when doing surf forward or backward, you have two different speeds. So right now it's playing, and you can press fast forward, and you press it again, and it goes to a faster speed. And it does the same for fast forward, and it does the same for rewind. So the tape mechanism was working just fine, and it kind of sounds weird, the tape mechanism. It does like some sort of a grinding sound. That's pretty strange. That's pretty, it sounds pretty odd. And now we will take a look at the back of the VCR, or the player I should say, because like I said, it's not a recorder. So the back is pretty basic. You have the sticker here with the Ion VCR to PC, and that's basically the model number. VCR to PC is just the name of the product. Does not really have a model number. And you've got the manufacturing date here and here, manufactured in June 2008. So this is a pretty modern product. It's not a vintage VCR. It's not something vintage. So it's only 11 years old. And here you've got the output, so to plug it to the TV. You don't have a TV tuner because this is not what this unit was designed for. And it will work in Europe, like you see. It goes up to 230 volt, 50-60 Hertz. So it will work on the Europe voltage. Now I'm going to plug it to the TV just to let you see that the tape mechanism is working. The video does work when you play tapes. So now it's plugged to the TV with the AV connections, and it's producing a blue screen like pretty much all VCRs from like the latest VCRs. It always goes on play automatically. And this is the Mario recording that I've recorded on this tape. So I've recorded the same thing on the beta tape. So in my other video when I showed this Betamax VCR, we saw this recording. Pause the picture seems to be working pretty well. As you can see, it's pretty clear. So it must be a 4-head mono. Works just like a normal VCR. And now we're going to take a look at the inside of it. So this is what it looks like inside of an Ion VCR to PC. So you've got the tape mechanism here, and the power supply is here. It's on a separate board. So it looks like a, I don't know, it looks particular, like the shape of the electronics and all that kind of reminds me of the inside of a DVD player from the late 2000s. And you got the normal circuits for a VCR, and in addition you've got this integrated circuit on this circuit board here. So this must be for the USB the USB circuit for this. And when you plug it from the USB here to the computer, it will detect this machine even if it's unplugged from the power. The computer will detect it even if it's unplugged. So this circuit here will work. So this is kind of interesting. And here the tape mechanism, the manufacturing date is written here too. And well, the tape mechanism is a pretty cheap, a pretty basic mechanism. So yeah, it's a pretty cheap mechanism. This one was used. I've seen it in some RCA and Memorex VCR DVD combos, and I've even seen one branded Polaroid. So when I went to see the VCR King last year with that restore trip, I saw one. It had this tape mechanism. And I had actually, I remember seeing pictures of the inside of an Ion VCR to PC on internet, and well, it had a different mechanism, the one that I've seen. So it had the Daewoo mechanism with the loading motor placed like in this area, and it's the same mechanism as the RCA VR546, which is a VCR that I used to have. I got rid of that one because I had no interest into keeping it anymore. So I had a different mechanism. So apparently they produced the different models. Well, it's basically the same model, but they produced different units with a different mechanism. So this is kind of interesting. And this unit has a variable speed, slow motion. You cannot play slow motion backwards, but using these buttons you can change the slow motion speed. So the VCR unit is pretty basic. And well, yeah, the mechanism is pretty basic. Not a lot to see in there. Like the loading motor is placed on the bottom side. It's right here. It's driving a warm gear. And you can see a little bit of the gears below there. See if I can operate it without the tape. So there isn't even a tape start and end sensor. You can see it should be here, but there it is absent. So this is kind of weird that it does not have one. Kind of interesting views from this angle. And so I guess that's pretty much it for this part of the video, and I'll show you just later the unit plugged to the PC and like the problem that I have with it. I'll show you that in a different video.